Good morning, guys. My name is Shiven Asthana. I am a second year law student from WIPS IP Delhi and an intern at LEXIS and Company. So, today I'll be talking about the topic IVF, that is in vitro fertilization, and its social aspects. So, let's talk about IVF. IVF, that is in vitro fertilization, describes a technique where a woman's egg and a man's sperm are combined in a special lab in order to create an embryo. Depending upon the diagnosis and age of the woman, an embryo or embryos are transferred to the woman's uterus through her cervix to enhance the chances of pregnancy. The first birth resulting from IVF was in 1978 in England. When this technology was first introduced, IVF was only recommended to women with blocked fallopian tubes. Currently, IVF success rates have improved dramatically, and IVF used for heterosexual and same sex couples experiencing infertility and even single women pursuing parenthood. So, what are the steps in IVF? First step is ovulation induction, second is egg retrieval, third is fertilization, fourth is embryo transfer. Fertilization is done outside the body, an artificial body environment is created for the growth of cells. It is often followed by the transfer of embryo, that is embryo transfer. Test tube baby program. Ova from wife or donor and sperms from husband or donor, that is male, are collected and prompted to form zygote under artificial conditions in the lab. The early embryo or zygote, which has reached up to the 8 blastometer stage, can be transferred to the fallopian tube. It is called zygote intrafallopian transfer. In case it is more than 8 blastometers, it is directly transferred into the uterus, completes its further growth. Embryos that are generated by in vitro fertilization can also be used for such transfer and is used to help women who cannot conceive. It is a method in which ovum is collected from a donor and is transferred to another female who cannot produce ovum but can provide an appropriate environment for fertilization and development. ICSI, that is intracytoplasmic sperm injection. It is a procedure in which embryo is formed in the lab and the sperm is directly injected in the ovum. So, what are its social implications? Like, is it acceptable or not socially in the minds of people? Let's talk about it. So, accessibility of fertility treatments. Ripeness medicines significantly affect the lives of numerous fruitless and semi-prolific couples. In any case, high monetary cost puts a restriction on appropriation of these strategies, particularly in non-industrial nations. These can prompt overpopulation in nations where as of now the demography is very enormous and there is of now an excessive amount of less assets for the endurance. Everything being equal, it will prompt social and efficiently disparity, danger of spread of numerous illness that will at last put a weight on monetary expense of the nation. Ripeness alternatives like IVF have numerous dangers that incorporate different pregnancies, ovarian hypostimulation condition, and ectopic pregnancy. Preparation outside the body is seen as an unnatural in the public eye and are required broad lab work. Expanded dangers like that of various pregnancies put the life of both mother and hatchling on danger. These strategies likewise include a higher danger of unsuccessful labor and unexpected losses alongside some different complexities. In this manner, regularly brings some passionate and monetary misfortune. So the information on fruitfulness, as a rule, makes friction in relationships ordinarily. Notwithstanding, these fruitfulness medicines likewise offer one to couple and can really aid stable relationships, bringing about social ramifications. The use of donors in conception also raises some issues regarding lineage and kinship. Debates over the custodianship, adultery, single parents raise many issues of concern. Couples generally prefer donors who are relatives. Often, oocytes are preferred over sperm to avoid the stigma. Pre-implantation of genetic diagnosis is the technique that allows couples to know about the serious genetic condition that can possibly affect the child, but it raises the social implication of sex determination, and couple may want babies with certain desirable features. Sex selection, which is a bias and can have negative effects on society. So these were some of the social impact and social view of IVF. Thank you.